The very first lap of the European Tour here in the NASCAR International Cup Series. Live here from Germany, who has our first race here at Euro Speedway Lausitz. And already Martin is deciding to go into the infield to get his tires warmed up, whatever strategy works, I guess. But anyway, 18 laps around this 2-mile triangle, and we are underway. Fontaine looks for the whole shot coming into turn 1. This is how far away we are from the spectator cam. You can't even hear the engines. Coming into turn 2, there is a number 4 of Falcon Star, with the 16 and the 53 of Fontaine and Huckleberry battling for first. Here we are from the roof cam of Zach Johnson, coming into turn 3. Air lap 1, as you can see, there's a very good battle going up front between the 16 and the 53. The 527 decides to brake a little. That could be costly later. But coming into turn 1 of the first lap, it is Buckworth Huckleberry who takes the lead. The 53 has made a very big gap with the 16. Meanwhile, the 8 and the 96 are battling for third here. If you look even more further back, Martin is starting to look very aggressive early, coming into turn 3, hoping to get past the 25. Using an outside lane where there's probably more grip for him. The cars are lining up on single file, but there's still some pretty good pack racing going on up here between the 70 and the 25. The 25 moves out of the way, probably giving the 70 the room, and the 34 almost taps him from behind. The 70 and the 25 are right next to each other. And now it's the 34 and the 74. Most of the cars are lined up single file now. That's who we're going to be if you want to stay in the draft. Very rare. It's usually Noonan who's the furthest rookie up front, but at the moment it's Falcon Star in the 4. Martin gets past Edgewater, looking to climb his way to the first spot. Buckworth Huckleberry, meanwhile, convincingly has the first spot. As you can see here, Huck is ahead by almost 0.6 of a second. The 16 and the 8 are battling good for second, however. Let's look at the cockpit from the 8s of Luis Gustavo de Marza, your current points leader. He's going to look to try to get past Fontaine, but Fontaine blocks. Coming into the inside. Does the 16 with this time? No, the 8 is very slow coming out of the corner, or Fontaine's very fast coming out of the corner. Either way, the 16 has completely slingshotted from the 8. And now it's the 96 of Kronberg, the German driver driving in his home country, who can take advantage. 96 into the inside. The 10 of Dustin Morrison Jr. to the inside as well. The 96 in second. Up front, Buckworth Huckleberry almost has a second lead. Let's see if there's any other decent battles going on at the moment. Here's the 9 and the 74 of Baker and Yakovich, or 2 wide, who are currently battling for the 12th spot. Sometimes drivers like to relax, sometimes drivers like to relax, sometimes they know that every position is just one position closer to first. Let's look for a helicopter gain here. There's a very good 4-car battle going on here between Yankovic, the 14 of Dematale, the 9 of Baker, and the 5 of Noonan. The 14 uses the drive from the 74 to pull away from the rest of the pack. Is the 14 going to look for an overtake shot? She is. Is Kasim able to do it, or does Yakovic have more grip? And Yakovic does have more grip coming into that turn, but Debatali is faster coming out of the corner. This is a very good battle we have here. Let's go back to our main TV cam. Here's the 14 of Debatali to the inside. Yakovic again, faster coming out of the turn. Meanwhile, there is Martin. He is climbing his way up to the top positions. He's past David. He's past Falcon Star. Now in the top, one position away from the top 5. Here we go. This is what you probably all want to be seeing. This is from the roof cam of the 70 of your current points champion Levante Martin, battling against the current points leader Luis Gustavo Namarza. Turns out of the way, looking for the perfect opportunity to pass as we approach lap 8 with 11 laps to go here. Martin to the outside. Is he going to have more grip there? No, he's not. The 8 is faster. As you can see from our rear chase cam, the 527 and the 4 are going to have a good battle as well here. Johnson into the inside. Is he going to be able to fully pass the 4? We will see, but meanwhile, Martin is very fast coming out of turn 1. Just barely taps the wall, but it doesn't slow down his speed. The 8 is faster. Coming into turn 2. Martin taps the 8, looking for the bump and run, but it's ineffective this time. The 8 is able to pull further ahead, but we know that Martin is way faster. Started in the 10th position, currently in the 6th position. Coming into turn 3, Martin is going to look to get more speed coming out of here, but so far, not so good. Buckworth Huckleberry has built himself a very convincing lead so far. He is ahead by 1 3/10, but that actually means Fontaine is a little bit faster. The 16 and the 96 should be working together to catch up with the 53, but if I'm Morrison Jr., I want my teammate to win. I don't want them to start drafting. Speaking of that, the 70's looking to draft up the 8, very fast coming into turn 2. Tell you, anytime Levante Martin is involved in a battle, it is one hell of a show. Here they come, coming into turn 3. Martin is looking to pass Gustavo Namarza on the outside, and he does. The number 8 is way slower. That's going to let the 527 and the 4 pass as well as the 7 who's joined the party. A 3-car lane coming into turn 1. This could help the 527 and the 4 pass the 8. That is an almost 4-car length draft line, and that's going to make him go very fast coming down these straightaways. Meanwhile, Dustin Morrison Jr. Martin into the wall. They have collided. Let's look back and see what happened there. Here's Martin trying to look into 2. And Martin looks like he gets loose, slams Morrison Jr. into the wall. Martin back into the outside. Are him and Morrison Jr. going to make contact again? It looks like not this time. The 70 has still passed the 10 despite taking some damage and almost going into the infield. We are at lap 11 here. Levante Martin is almost with Kronberg and his teammate Luis Fontaine. What a run he is having. He is clearly the best car on track. The gap to Buckworth Huckleberry has expanded to almost 1/8 of a second. Now the 70 is battling against the 96 of Kronberg. The 70 is able to just softly wrap around. They make contact again, and they both get loose again. He's like, whether it's intentional or not, it seems to be working for Martin. Coming into turn 3, all there is left between him and the leader is his teammate Fontaine. Seven laps to go for the number 70 to catch up in front. Meanwhile, any other good battles going on here? That car pileup has drifted a bit. The 527 has broken away from the 4 and the 7, and now he's battling very well against the 8 here. Johnson into the inside. Is that going to be enough speed to try to get into that corner? Or is Gustavo going to try to block? Coming into the inside. Not enough. The 8 is able to hold off Johnson decently. Meanwhile, here's Martin. He has passed Fontaine. It is just, he is so close to with the leader of Buck with Huckleberry. The American driver for the German team, and I guarantee you that the last thing this German crowd wants to see is that all-American driver creeping up ever so close to the lead. Here is Martin. Let's look at the roof cam of Martin again. He is getting closer. The gap is about a second, if I were to estimate. Maybe even less than that. Here's Martin to the outside. He mistimed his turn. Huckleberry is faster. But the gap has decreased immensely. It is now from 1.4 to 0.7. He has cut the gap in half, almost exactly half, with 5 laps to go. Martin is coming. It looks like he gets very loose there and almost hits the wall. Did not time the braking well. Zoom up from the mirror. You see in the top right corner Buck with Huckleberry's mirror, and I guarantee you that's the last thing he wants to see. The 70 of Martin getting closer and closer. Coming into turn 3, approaching 4 laps to go. Martin is almost there on the outside. A very good battle for the lead we have here. 4 laps to go here at Lausitz. Is Martin going to try to make a run off up here? He swings it to the inside. He has way more grip going into the corner, and Martin is almost there. Let's look at our helicopter cam to see this aerial view. You can see the 70 is just looking, being patient and looking for an opportunity to pass, and this is going to be an opportunity right here. Not quite. The 53 made that turn better, but here's 70 slam it onto the accelerator. I was going to try to wrap around the outside. Here comes the 70 into the outside. But the 53 is faster, way faster, and maybe the 53 has lost him just for one more lap. Three laps to go. Here's Martin into the inside. He's got way more momentum coming out of the turn. Look how fast he is coming out of turn 1. Meanwhile, the 96 of Kronberg has passed Fontaine. Coming into turn 2. Martin is almost there. He is just patiently waiting. He knows there's 2.5 laps left. Just 5 miles to find an opportunity to pass. The question is, once Martin does pass, is that going to be it, or is Huckleberry going to step it up? And there it is. Martin is able to pass out to the outside the same way he did against the 8 of Luis Gustavo de Marza a few minutes ago. Here we go. The 70 is in the lead with 2 laps to go, starting from 10th, looking to get his 3rd win of the season after not winning since Michigan. But Huckleberry is faster coming into this turn, and Martin does have damage from the side. Coming out of turn 2, it's Huckleberry out to the inside. He looks to make it happen here. He has gotten more aggressive against the 70. The champion of Season 1 versus the champion of Season 2. And meanwhile, this could be good news for Felix Pillau-Kronberg. As those two battle it out, he might be able to creep up in time. Or it could be too late, but either way, 1 lap to go. Buck with Huckleberry leads. Let's see how aggressive Martin gets coming into this corner. He is very fast coming into turn 1. Coming out to turn 1, though, it's Martin who's got a lot of grip. And he is able to make a full car length ahead. Coming into the straightaway at turn 2, You can see how much faster Martin was coming out. When into turn 2, is Huckleberry going to be faster? Now Martin knows he can take his time. He no longer needs to be the fastest here. He just has to block Buckwood for one more turn. Coming into turn 3, for the first time since Michigan, he is going to be able to hold Buckwood Huckleberry off and win here at Lausitz. And Martin celebrates by already starting his burnout, and it's coming for it. Oh, I don't know how the crew chiefs of that are going to be happy, but either way, Martin has won the race here. The 53 and the 96, the 16 and the 8 make the rest of the top 5.